Hi, welcome. Welcome back to Sanna Maria at I Am. Here together again with elders, knowledge that works. So let us start with just settling in. So take shoulders and roll them back. So take shoulders and roll them back to open up the chest. Telling your body that there is no fear, so you can open up the chest, you have your heart open, and then take your hands and pull them back and forth on your thighs and knees, on the fabric on your trousers, and just feel in your palms, and let your palms and the fabric and knee and thighs feel the presence of each other. Telling your legs that there is no running going on. There's relaxing phase. All is good. And then together with, spreading out your toes. So rolling back, feeling your legs, feeling your thighs, and feeling the ground with your toes. And now the breath. So in breath long. And now breath long. Into the belly and out through the nose. And back with the shoulders, down with the toes. Wiggle them around a bit. That's perfect. This is how it should be. So remember, when we have the power on the in-breath or out-breath, that's when the body goes into emotions, sad emotions, angry emotions. And when we hold our breath, we are telling the body it's lethal danger. This is so important. So we can instead do like when we have long breath and we don't have the power on the intake or the outtake. That's the magic to it. So when you breathe and you just let it go, just breathe it in and then just let it go. And you don't have the power on the inhale or the exhale. Then you're telling the system all is good. And you can activate yourself by the in-breath. So a little bit longer in-breath and you activate yourself. Or a little bit longer exhale and you relax yourself. But you don't put the power on the in or the power on the out. Because then you go into emotions. Okay, so that was a little bit of coming back into the room. And then just, look around you. What do you have around you right now? What is it that catches your eye that brings you back to the presence where we are right now? So let us just forget about the future. We don't need to think about the future. The future will develop itself. It will unwrap itself in so many ways that even when you think about it from all different perspectives, you will still miss out on perspectives that might happen. So you might have a long thought process for no earnings whatsoever, because still what happens is going to be something completely different. So it's better just to be the curious child here and be like, okay, what's going to happen? What is it that's going to come? What's going to come from this? How will this evolve? How will this unwrap itself? And just be in that curiosity and in the choose to be in the not knowing. Of course, sometimes we need to do plan. We're going to travel somewhere or we are meeting people. Then we need to be in like the planning. That's all good because we're planning in the here and now. We're planning for something and we are okay with it might not play out as we are planning it for, or we're thinking about it that it might. But that's an awareness of that it might not be as we think, as we thought. And just to be in the presence, it's so much nicer than to be in the history as well. I mean, oh, this person hurt me so much, or oh, this happened, and oh, I lost this person and this happened, and it's all very, very sad. It doesn't help you in the here and now. It's good, of course. You should always mourn things and be acceptance of your feelings. I mean, it's when we suppress feelings, they will grow, and they, after a while, will explode like a volcano. So it's better just to accept what we have. So, one more thing before I want to bring us into the subject of today is that when we are out walking and we want to be in a body, what can we do then to bring ourselves into presence and to bring ourselves into a clear and receptive and logical mind and thinking process? Instead of being in reaction, choose to be in action. How can we be the captain? How can we be the driver? Instead of being the co-driver, or instead of just following everybody else. Well, when we are walking, there is one good way. And that is to do a weight shift. So when you walk, when you tell your body that you shift your full weight into, for example, your right leg, and then you shift your full weight into your left leg, what then happens is with that weight shift to the right and to the left and to the left and to the right, and going completely down, completely shifted before taking next step, then you're telling your nerve system there is no danger. We are not being hunted currently. Might happen in the future, but right now, right here and now, we're not in a hurry, we're not being hunted. So when we walk fast, what happens then is that we're telling the body, I'm being hunted. I'm in danger and I have to move fast because there's so much danger, and we will lose our cognitive function. So you might be hurrying away to a meeting, and it's important for you to be really present and you need to be really smart. But you have done that in such a way that you've been hurrying on, and what will happen is that you will have your adrenaline on. And you will be very focused, you will be narrow-minded, and you will say, this is what I want to achieve. But you will not be receptive. Maybe everything in the room changed when you got there. Maybe some assumptions were not completely right, but you will not be able to take that in, to reflect it, and to see it, and to change your path, because you have been telling your body, your nerve system, that you are being hunted. So you have adrenaline on, you are in stress, but instead, if you would have walked there, or walked into the meeting with shifting weight from right to left, from left to right, fully landing before taking the next step. And then you could keep your breath all the way down to the belly. If you have been walking fast, you will have your breath up here in the chest. So you can keep your breath down into the belly, walking with shifting weights. What then happens is that you will have your full cognitive functions. You will be smart, you will be intelligent, you will be seeing different angles, different perspectives. You will have that decision tree available, and you will have the capacity of changing your mind, of seeing new paths opens up. So this is what I also want sort of to give with you, because we're not always sitting and we not always have the possibility of rolling our shoulders or walking with our hands on our thighs. It's not very easy. It's quite impossible, really. So now is my dog that sounds a bit again. She wants to lay down on the couch. Okay, so sorry for that. So before now, when we move on, so remember that, just to keep your balance, keep your focus, keep your harmony within the body. That will keep yourself being present in the now. That's where the magic takes place. It takes place in the now, in the here and now, not in the future, not in the past. Okay, I want to show you something. You see, when you are a child, bring this up, you are being born, and then you will start to do an inhale, and you will sort of take in all the information around you, every learning. But then eventually, instead of just taking in information, you are supposed to do the exhale, but instead, because you haven't been taught, no one has taught you how to change, you will just continue to bring in information. This is how most people are brought up. So they carry a lot of overcoats, a lot of additional information, additional knowledge, which doesn't serve them, their purpose, doesn't serve you on what it is that you want to achieve in life. So let's twist this around. Okay, take a new one. What you want to achieve as you start your life as a child, and you take in all the information, you do your inhale, and then at some time around 15, 16, 17 years of age, you want to start to shed, to get rid of all the extra overcoats that you have been taught that doesn't serve you. So you want to start to release and let go. And do your exhale of everything you don't need in order to come back into oneness. This is the process of a balanced human being. So we start as children to take things in, and then we should let go. Okay, so we will move on to this at a later stage. So for now, we just say ta-ta for now and take care. And that was all for today. So remember, the breath is not just about balancing the nerve system, but it's about balancing the whole of your life. Okay, ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.